Hey, it's me, Moko Senpai, an aspiring commentator on the Gacha community, art community, and animation community, and welcome back to my channel. I'm sure you have all seen this video. I saw it not too long ago, so those of you who saw my comment on the video, which most likely you haven't, I commented like an hour ago, but thanks for being patient with me. Here I am. Also, just to say something before I begin, I am extremely tired, so if I sound different than I did in my other videos, I apologize. Also, for anyone who reacted to that video, I'm sorry for how I spoke and my constant stuttering. I don't have a stutter, it's just my mouth tends to move faster than how I think, so anyways. I mentioned Neko cyberbullying and doxing another gacha tuber of the name Lucky Heart Pony Kid, which we'll be calling Lucky from then on, in which she stated that Lucky deserved it. Neko, even if they deserved it, you should never dox someone. Never. It's dangerous. Lucky could be assaulted, killed, or just harmed in any shape or form, which that could be your wish, but it will come back to haunt you. I then stated that Neko exposed Lucky's old videos, and she goes on to say it's not a big deal. Yeah, I admit it's not a big deal, but I only said that to state the minor things you've done, so I could mentally prepare myself for the amount of bullcrap I was gonna get myself into. I said you're 7, which is an assumption considering that most gacha tubers are of the age 7 to 13. She says she's 13, though someone in the comments said she was 15. I don't really care enough about your age that, yeah, it's just pointless for me to even argue with you about the age. I don't really care. She said it's not a big deal to go through someone's computer. In fact, it is, regardless of how bad the person is. The only reason why you should be on another person's device is when you're genuinely concerned about their mental health or they could potentially be committing a crime. Otherwise, you didn't have the right to go through it. You didn't pay for a computer, therefore, it's an invasion of privacy, which technically goes against the law or whatever, but it depends on what country you live in. She says she won't change her mind on even, I don't know. Clearly, she's not even above the 2-digit mark if she can't even make her sentences make sense for even me to read. Either that, English isn't her first language, which, if that's the case, then forget what I said about your grammar. After I state if you're watching heavily explicit videos, then I'd see why you'd be mad. And then she states, oh, Lucky does watch that crap. Based off your past statements, I believe you're talking about JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. As far as I know, I haven't watched the anime and I haven't read the manga, but there's no pornographic imagery in the anime. My friend watches it, so I don't think she's ever seen that BS. I explained what a JoJo stand is to her, and she states, that won't change my mind. Neko, honey, that wasn't a persuasive statement. I was just trying to educate you on what a stand is. The amount of ignorance you had in that statement. After explaining why sibling x sibling is bad, she says Lucky has that fetish. I can't debunk that information, nor can I prove it, for I haven't found a way to contact Lucky and ask about it, but regardless, Lucky, if you're actually into that, consider that me and others actually have siblings, even if you may or may not. It makes us uncomfortable, and saying sibling x sibling is okay can potentially ruin your reputation. Though I do take your side on the matter, so I can't say I believe Neko. That's one less thing to worry about, right? I stated something about how it feel to be in Floyd's death situation, and she goes on to say, I want people to make fun of Lucky's death if she dies. I'm hoping I won't have to explain how that's wrong. I've dealt with people who say things like that, especially my own friend, so I'm not even going to comment, because the more I think about the fact that I'm not even surprised, but that you said that makes me more peeved, because I already have to deal with it enough on a daily basis. I brought up the subject of BLM, and she states that's why white people should die for payback. As a white person, I am severely offended, but I guess I can't say much since I don't have to wake up in the morning and ask myself if I'm gonna die. Regardless, anyone with a brain would understand that your statement is bad. I state something of why fetishization of the LGBT is bad, and she states, for the record, Lucky likes JoJo Yaoi and JoJo Yuri, and reads assault fanfics and preferably with a yandere character. Like I've said, I can't debunk nor can I confirm your statement. I don't care if you read LGBT stuff. More representation for us, I guess, but don't over-sexualize us, which that could be the case based on Neko's video, but I can't debunk nor prove it. She says that calling Lucky a pedo isn't rude. It's not a big deal, that shebang, which I won't deny. She could potentially become a pedo. You or I could become one. Only the future would know. But it's not up to you to decide Lucky's fate. Demon Tyrant, someone who I assume was collaborating with Neko or whatever, it could just be made-up characters he made. I don't really care. He says you can't be racist towards white people. I don't really want to comment on this one. I wasn't even paying attention to the words as of writing this script, but killing white people isn't necessarily racist, but it is a crime, and you can be put to prison regardless of your race. Sending death threats to white people just because they're white and the cause of a lot of black people's death is still wrong. Cyberbullying is illegal in some places. I'm not sure what would happen, but it's something bad. I mentioned something about Lucky's mom defending Lucky, and Tyrant said, not if your kid is posting drawn Japanese CP, which I'm not even going to go into what that means. First of all, not to be an English teacher or anything, but this is kind of my thing. Even my friends will say that. It's spelled Y-O-U-R, indicating that it's yours, not Y-O-U''RE, which is saying you are. Learn proper grammar, please. And how many times will I have to say that I can't debunk nor prove your statement? I'm writing this late at night, and I'm tired, so no comment. In conclusion, this is just a mere response to Neko's recent video. This video was not intended on bullying or harassing Neko. I do think Neko should have put a valid argument in the video like someone in the comments did instead of saying something that could potentially be debunked. Neko, we know you're a troll, so this will hopefully be the last video I make on you. Anyways, this script was a bit rushed because I wanted to make a response as soon as I can. I'm currently working on another video with my brother because he's helping me edit, and yeah. And to the amazing viewers watching this, thank you for sticking around to the end if you have. I apologize if this video offended you and or triggered something. This is my opinion on the matter. You're allowed to have your own opinion on the matter. And that'll be it for today's video. Bye-bye!